elections cafe in Sri Lanka. When it comes to the Sri Lankan election, the main figure is the election commissioner. We don't have an independent election commission in Sri Lanka, even though it is guaranteed under the 17th Amendment of Sri Lanka. We don't practice that exercise, we don't exercise that regulation, the basic law of this country at this present moment. And with that thing, we don't have the independent police commission. So, the vast powers has been on the hands of the election commissioner. And he has powers, of course. But he is not doing his best to implement those powers in the grassroots level. So with that thing, there's a space for irregularities.
The election commissioner said he would resign after the presidential election. Did that happen?
No. The election commissioner told that the presidential election will be the last election. Just after the election, he is going to resign. But he didn't keep his promise. There was so much of suspicious on the presidential election and the election results, of course. No one is, there's less people who's talking about who was the winner, but about the margin of the winning. And with that thing, there's a credibility is lost for the elections and the election commission's department. But the election commission's department did not try to patch it up, did not show transparency, of course. He kept his mouth shut. He kept his mouth shut in a very deep way. And that has made more chaos among the people and the voters and the everyone's, of course. With that thing, you know that in Sri Lanka we are having one of the worst examples for the freedom of expression at this particular juncture. The media censorship is on. And with this sort of environment, when the trade unions are not actively participating in the political process, when the grassroots level supporters of the main opposition is not participating actively in the political process in the grassroots level, in the district level or the electoral level, of course, it's an open one-horse race. And that one-horse race has created so much of misuse of the state property. The misuse of the vehicles is the key, and whatever the resources they was available to misuse is misused. Human resources, the intensives, for in some parts of the country there was distribution of dry rationals to the IDPs for that matter. They were promised land, they was promised jobs, better jobs. They are promised better jobs or not promotions in some cases. So there's voter buying mechanism throughout this election.
So do you think, for example, the results of this election are not reflecting the way people actually would have voted at the campaign being fair?
The campaign is not free and fair. It's crystal clear. The law, the election law, has not prevailed in the ground. If the law is not prevailed in the ground, how can it be free? And how it can be fair? It is not free and fair. It's crystal clear. Yes, there was throughout the election day, yesterday, in most of the parts of the country, yes, there was some peaceful environment. But what happened on the pre-election time has disturbed these people. Election is a process. It's not just having a ballot box on a room and ask people to come and vote. It goes with so many small things that when these small things are not fulfilled, you cannot have a free and fair election.